So, okay. I'll delete this guy for the purposes of this video. Or oh, it's just gonna let me create a new profile right away.
It is called Lothric.
So this is going to be the start of a Dark Souls playthrough, but it's also going to be kind of the first real introduction to what I'm doing here. Let's see what I want to go for. That name's fine, that's fine. I think I'll give a shot at the thief. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see. I don't. These are all of my. Oh my god, that is a flashbang of a character now, ain't it? Sure. Redheads are nice. Then we will just finalize this creation. I mean, you saw I had a ton of profiles going, so this isn't the first time I've played Dark Souls 3, but Elden Ring isn't out and my computer can actually run Dark Souls. So I figure let's give Dark Souls 3 one more run through. Fingers crossed Elden Ring will run on my computer eventually, but I'm not optimistic. That said, it has been a while since I played Dark Souls, so let's see. I've got most of the stuff down pat. So yeah, this video is going to be the introduction to what I want to do with this channel, a little bit of background on why I want to do it and whatnot. And okay, there's a weird border going on. 1 second. Or it's just in widescreen. I am not skilled in this department, but it's fine. It's the widescreen experience. So, I mean, growing up, I always used to watch YouTubers because I couldn't run games on my computer, or I couldn't buy them with money because I was a child who, you know, does not have an income source. So I spent a lot of time on YouTube just watching people play video games, talking over what they were doing. When I did have video games, I ended up going to YouTube anyways because I would get stuck. So I've always been kind of around this genre of entertainment, and I always kind of wanted to do it myself. So if you watched the little like minute 40-second introduction video, back when Minecraft was in beta 1.5, I wanted to do YouTube so bad that I used the free trial of Fraps that only lets you record 30 seconds, and I, honest to God, thought I was going to make YouTube series with 30 seconds at a time clips, and then make enough money to buy, you know, the actual full-time Fraps, which was the recording software popular at the time. Now I can use OBS, and it's nice. It's amazing. But that's kind of where the interest comes from. As for anything I bring to the table that someone else doesn't, I mean, there's not much. I will not lie. At least in terms of, like, gaming channels and whatnot. Now, there is something that I think would be a cool idea, and I haven't really seen people do, which is, I still want to do video games and stuff, but my studies currently are in linguistics and languages, and given how many video games come from overseas, I thought it would be really cool to do, I mean, language learning, but in the context of video games. And that's something where I think I could actually do some stuff that people really haven't before, so that would be neat to try out. One of my favorite games right now is called Noita, which is a game by a Finnish game developing company called Nola. And one of the series I'd like to do, besides this Dark Souls run through, is a series where I try and learn the Finnish language while playing the Noita game. And I mean, Noita's very well suited for this, I think, because you mouse over stuff and it will tell you what you're mousing over. You know, if you're mousing over dirt and stuff, it's real cool, but let's see if I can get Gundyr. I used to know how to parry him pretty well, but that is looking to be a little bit of a stretch right now. Talk about Noita in a little bit, because talking and trying to parry Gundyr is probably not the best. There we go. I think with the dagger it's actually better not to riposte and to instead just... Ooh boy, you hurt. Instead of riposting, I think it's better to just whack at him. Let's go. Almost. Alright. So there we go. Gundyr's gone, and now I can talk more about that Noita series. But basically, like I mentioned, my studies in college are around linguistics and not around the Finnish language, but I'd like to be an English teacher, and a lot of, if you're teaching one language, you can apply a lot of the strategies for teaching that language to other languages, so I'd really like to bring that to YouTube. And I still love gaming, I still love watching people play games. I mean, I don't think I want to do like the big Twitch streamer thing that I think a lot of people aspire to nowadays, but just, I mean, creating videos, doing something fun for... Okay. No worries. I wasn't even scared. I might just run into Firelink Shrine and save really quick though. We'll see. Can I not... Do I not have the thingy? No, I have the coiled sword. Do I need to talk to the Shrine Maiden? Wait a second. Okay, there we go. I was wondering why I couldn't put the sword in the little bonfire. I'm gonna get distracted quite often, so I'm probably... Let me recall my thoughts. Dark Souls playthrough. Noita series, learning Finnish. If that gets enough interest, I'd like to do, like, Duolingo things as well. Finnish isn't the only language I want to learn, I just really like Noita, so it makes sense. Like many people who are into the gaming industry, I was also quite into Japanese culture. This is a Japanese game, so maybe learning Japanese too, who knows? I don't know what I want to level up. Let me see if I can't kill these. Do I level up before I kill the samurai or after I kill the samurai? Let's put some into strength. 10 strength. I'm a filthy dex main usually, so let's see if... and I went thief anyways. I never know how to get out of Firelink Shrine right away. For some reason, I know it's right out here. I think as I do this more, I'll get better at knowing what to talk about as I'm playing video games. Right now, the multitasking is not there by a long shot. Yeah, I usually get my behind decimated by this guy a couple times. Excuse me. I didn't rest. Ah. That's fine. We'll just take a brisk walk back to the guy in rags. Ding, ding, ding. So I can kill Gundyr in one try, and then I will struggle to face default enemies. Which is... there's something comedic to that, I think. I'm trying to think of what a good stopping point is for like a first episode, because I don't want to do a whole bunch, just because then I'm going to watch it back and be like, okay, here's an awkward silence, or here's some ramblings, or yeah, here was boring, or here's... kind of want to have a short trial episode. Again, if you look at the channel introduction, I mentioned that editing videos is like, I don't know why I'm so inefficient at it, but I cannot efficiently edit videos yet, so I'd like to just have a good chunk of just solid gameplay with stuff to say without long silences. Can you... okay. I forgot to rest at the bonfire again. I am not the most focused person in the world. Yet. But I think I might have to, like, join a monastery to get to that level with how my brain works. Don't kill me before I get into the shrine. I think okay, one other thing relevant worth talking about with regards to doing, like, video games on YouTube. My current... do I have any of those? My current setup in terms of my PC does not run every game very efficiently. So this means that a lot of things I would like to do and like to make videos about might have to either wait or come at... well, could you just jump for me? Or come at the cost of running the game lower than intended in terms of video. You know, good on you. I thought you were gonna fall down that crack. So yeah, my computer could be marketed as a George Foreman grill if it's trying to run like Minecraft on high settings. So by that I mean, like, literally you can cook poultry to FDA standards inside my computer if I'm running Minecraft on high settings. It's like 145 degrees Fahrenheit is what my CPU gets to. So I'm a little bit limited in that sense. Even a game like Noita, which looks very pixelated and stuff, is kind of tough to run, but my computer toughs it out. I'm just thinking that it is going to be relevant. Alright, see you later, man. Ooh, piece of candy. So that is a consideration. That said, not every fun game was released in the last year. There are a lot of fun games that are older. Even, okay, Counter-Strike and Team Fortress 2 are still fun. Nobody can tell me otherwise. The Left 4 Dead games hold up pretty well. Left 4 Dead 2 especially. Kind of just turning this into a plug for Valve games now, ain't I? Point being, there are games that I can run that are fun. I forget the requirements for the Uchigatana. I need one more strength. I can go grab that real quick. I'm sure I have enough to level up. I'm trying to think of a good stopping point, because I don't know if I can do the entire first Lothric castle. I think that might go on a little long. I'll get to, like, maybe that there's like a tower bonfire before you go and try and fight Vort. It's the big boss of the first area. Actually, you know what? So depending on how much I struggle, I might try and beat Vort, perhaps? What do you look like compared to the round shield? Better magic, but the round shield's fine. Alright, keybinds. Do I even want to dual wield? That's how you parry with the katana. What am I missing? Missing 2 faith for that. Why not? Let me try and get through this first real level. Or get through some of it before I call it an end. And then yeah. One of the things, so since I haven't ever done this type of video before, or really committed to making videos before, I'm going to have this first episode, and then I don't know, I'll reflect on it, see what I like, what I think is awkward, what I can do better, and so forth. Isn't this the place where you literally go down here and there's another? Yeah. Thank God there's a bonfire here to save all of that stairs. If I can get to the... there's another bonfire on a tower like this. Oh, no you don't. You know, I still haven't beaten any of the DLC for this game. I don't even own all of the DLC for this game. But depending on how things go... I have Ashes of Ariandale, which I have not beat yet. That could be a cool thing to do on this character. Do I get there from here? I don't know, don't worry about it. So I have the like painting. Oh, you can drink Estus on a ladder, alright. I have the like Painted World DLC. That I've never beaten. I've beaten the vanilla game. I've not got all the endings for the vanilla game. Alright. It is time to get absolutely decimated by some crossbows. Evidently. I know there's the Ringed City DLC that I neither own nor have beaten. I haven't gotten the... It's like the wedding quest line where you know, snuff out the flame instead of rekindling. That'd be cool to do. I don't know if I've ever officially completed Siegmeyer's questline. So for someone who has quote unquote beaten this game 3 or 4 times, I have not interacted with all of the content by a long shot. Come on, dude. Oh, so a game... So I've mentioned Noita, I mentioned Dark Souls, mentioned I want to play Elden Ring. We'll see how that turns out. But there's the game... So I was really into Chivalry, the game, and Mordhau I just got into. It's actually... I'm so bad at it, but it's actually really fun. So just reminded of it from all the swords and sorcery, and there's no sorcery in Mordhau. Unless you count people using scripts to run MIDI files on a lute. That's kind of sorcerous. I think I'm going to just ignore this guy up here. I would have liked to ignore this guy. Because the next bonfire is right up. Yeah. Bonfire lit. It sure is. Let's see what we got back here. If I can beat Vort tonight, I will call that a resounding success. Because I don't, for the life of me, remember how that whole deal works. There's a winged knight down here. There's a tar monster who's gonna get all mad at me. Yeah, you try it. See what it gets you. Speedrun. Don't remember. I need to talk to the old lady first, or if I can just... No, because she gives me a banner. Hello. Don't mind me. Just strolling through the game. Speedrun strat is you kill this woman and immediately fight the dancer. Gonna get our steps in, see if I can't. Ooh. Ooh. I thought I could make it. I thought I was out of range. That's fine though. Pyromancy is fun in this game. I don't know if I'll try and do it this run. That was the last win I had, was a pyromancy build. I'm fast enough. I think this guy dies before he turns into a fog monster. I realize I'm kind of running through the game at a pretty fast pace and not talking about what is happening on the screen, so apologies for that, but I've been through this first area quite a lot of times. A lot of it is not super new to me. Longsword. Winged Knight. Excusez-moi. Going back to what I was talking about ages ago, like learning languages as like a YouTube series. Indonesian seems really fun as well. It's also like it's an Asian language that uses the same letters as English, so you don't have to learn anything fancy. I'm taking like I'm on Duolingo on like 5 different languages, which probably isn't great to like retain knowledge, but I think it's fun. So this is the soundtrack for Vort is my favorite, because if you've seen those memes on YouTube with the boss music, it's Vort's theme, and it's just amazing. Ah. Da, 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 da. Okay, if you can't tell from my profile picture being a pawn with moth wings, I enjoy chess. And my favorite like Vort boss music meme is the like 3-year-old chess prodigy. And then he's like on Russia's Got Talent or something, and the host is gonna fight him, And this host is like, actually, I'm not good at chess, so I'm going to bring in Anatoly Karpov, who is like former world champion. And then it's sad because it's a kid crying, but it's so fucking funny. Because it's just this boss music. I'm in focus mode. Da 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 da. That would feel bad if I wasn't so used to that in games like these. What's the other one? Okay, the other fucking funny meme is a guy, he's like walking to work or whatever, and there's a goose. All of a sudden the goose, because by virtue of being a goose you have the sigma energy of the sun, starts like attacking this business guy. It's like, okay. All of a sudden, Vort's theme comes on. I'm going to say something controversial right now, which is that Vort's theme is the Giorno's theme of Dark Souls. I'm getting distracted making JoJo's references and references to memes now. Da, 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 da. Ow. Bang. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'm looking at the time. It's almost my bedtime, so I think it would be a very good stopping point if I could kill Vort. Alright, round 2, let's go. If you can, like, stay behind him, this first half is not that bad. What are you doing, buddy? Alright, let's go. And third time's the charm. Breath of fresh air. Da 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 da. Leaps just in case. I'm an impatient person. I even took the time to drink an Estus flask. Let's go. So speaking of my computer being able to cook poultry to FDA standards, it is kind of telling me that it wants to have a break. So I've decided to make this the last attempt, and then I'll end this little episode here. Also a non-zero chance that the episode is actually going to be cut in the middle. episode 1, part 0.5 and 0.1. That's not how fractions work. Alright, let's give it the old college try. One last time. Avoid the spear guys. Avoid the spear guys. I think Vort's nice enough, he'll let me have a little sippy sip. Vort's the kind of guy you can have a beer with. He's a chill guy. Okay, so he charges, he breathes. Drink. Well, that's as good a place as any to stop this right now. It has been a pleasure, to say the least. Just, yeah, pour one out. Alright, I will be back in subsequent episodes.